14 Principles of Henri Fayol. Henri Fayol was a French industrialist who is recognized as the father of modern management. In the year 1916, Fayol wrote a book entitled Industrial and General Administration. In this book, he gave the 14 principles of management. 14 management principles by Henri Fayol are universally accepted guidelines for managers to do their job according to their responsibility. First one is division of work. Dividing the full work of the organization among individuals and creating departments is called the division of work. Division of work leads to a specialization, and a specialization helps to increase efficiency, which results improvements in the productivity and profitability of the organization. Balancing authority and responsibility. Authority must be equal to responsibility. According to Henri Fayol, there should be a balance between authority and responsibility. The right to give orders should not be considered without reference to responsibility. If the authority is more than responsibility, then chances are that a manager may misuse it. If responsibility is more than authority, then he may feel frustrated. Discipline. Discipline means respect for the rules and regulations of the organization. Discipline may be self-discipline or it may be enforced discipline. No slacking or blending of rules allowed in any organization. The workers must respect the rules that run the organization. To establish discipline, good supervision and impartial judgment are needed. Unity of command. According to this principle, a subordinate must have and receive orders from only one superior. To put it another way, a subordinate must report to only one superior. It helps in preventing dual subordination. This decreases the possibilities of dual subordination, which creates a problem is a function of managers. Unity of direction. All activities which have the same objective must be directed by one manager and he must use one plan. This is called unity of direction. For example, all marketing activities such as advertising, sales promotion, pricing policy, etc. must be directed by only one manager. Subordination of individual interest to the general interest. The interest of one individual or one group should not prevail over the general good. The individual interest should be given less importance while the general interest should be given the most importance. If not, then organization will collapse. The interest of the organizational goal should not be sabotaged by the interest of an individual or on the group. Remuneration. It is the price for services received. Pay should be fair to both the employee and the firm. If an organization wants efficient employees and best performance, then it should have a good remuneration policy. This policy should give maximum satisfaction to both employers and employees. Compensation should be based on a systematic attempt to reward good performance. Centralization. It is always present to a greater or lesser extent, depending on the size of the company and the quality of its manager. In centralization, the authority is concentrated only in few hands. However, in decentralization, the authority is distributed to all the levels of management. No organization can be completely centralized or decentralized. If there is complete centralization, then the subordinates will have no authority to carry out their responsibility. Similarly, if there is complete decentralization, then the superior will have no authority to control the organization. A scalar chain. The chain of command, sometimes called the scalar chain, is the former line of authority, communication, and responsibility within an organization. It identifies the superior and subordinate relationships in the organizational structure. More clear cut the chain of command, the more effective the decision making process and the greater the efficiency. Order. A company should maintain a well defined work order to have a favorable work culture. The positive atmosphere in the workplace will boost more positive productivity. Order for things is called material order, or order for people is called social order. Material order refers to a place for everything and everything in its place, while social order refers to the selection of the right man in the right place. Equity. Equity is the combination of kindness and justice. It creates loyalty and devotion in the employees toward the organization. The equity principles suggest that the managers must be kind as well as equally fair to the subordinates. A stability of tenure of personnel. Although it could take a lot of time, employees need to be given fair enough time to settle into their jobs. An employee needs time to learn his job and to become efficient. The employees should have job security because instability leads to inefficiency. Successful firms usually had a stable group of employees. Initiative. All levels of staff should encourage the employees to make their own plans and to execute these plans. This is because an initiative gives satisfaction to the employees and brings success to the organization. It allows the subordinates to think out a plan and do what it takes to make it happen. Esprit de corps. It means team spirit. Therefore, the management should create unity, cooperation, and team spirit among the employees. They should avoid dividing and rule policy. Harmony, cohesion among personnel is a great source of strength in the organization. It is a quality in every successful business. These principles are guidelines for every management function. The manager must act according to 14 principles of management in order to reach the goal and create a surplus. Thank you.